Antifa, way back in the day, was anti-globalist, right? That's how they got started. The whole black bloc thing in Seattle years and years ago, long before Trump was even on the radar screen, was they were anti-globalist. And then there was the Occupy Wall Street movement.
Yes.
Oh, it turns out that in fact, that rally we were protecting in Boston was being put on by guys. We did a research into these people that asked us to protect them. And we found out they were actually part of Occupy Wall Street back in the day. So at first we're like, oh, what is this? Are these leftists who are kind of trolling us? But it turns out they were sincere Occupy Wall Street guys who are now Trump supporters. And that's what they did. They were against the establishment. And they thought Trump was going to be a shakeup. That's why they supported him. So it was in the past, like during the Occupy Wall Street movement, you can get people on the political left and the political right, like libertarians, who are against corruption, against Wall Street corruption, against the major banks. Audit the Fed and then end the Fed. It was a rally cry for us Ron Paulers. So you get a lot of crossover and agreement back then. But then once they started painting all Trump supporters as racist, then you have people on the political left just doing that divide and saying, "Oh, you're all Nazis."
Yeah, it was a classic. I noticed back then the original Tea Party movement before it was co-opted by people like Ted Cruz, but the original movement with Ron Paul, it was there was a lot of crossover with the Occupy Wall Street movement. And once that grassroots push started recognizing, like, wait a second, the banks and these organizations are screwing everyone, then the mentions of racism and white nationalism in the New York Times just shot up dramatically. So it was the it's classic, like, divide and conquer.
Absolutely right. I mean, remember Michael Moore? Is that his name? The filmmaker, the big fat lefty filmmaker? Yeah. Well, he said it in 2016 or 2017. 2016. He said that he predicted Trump was going to win.
I saw that.
He said Trump is the working class Molotov cocktail against the establishment. That's what he said. He said it's the working class, working man's Molotov cocktail against the establishment. And I think he was right. That's why I think Trump won so handily in 2016 and 2017, because he got a lot of crossover, a lot of walkaway Democrats. This is what's frustrating, frankly, man, about Trump, is that he has the capacity to unite this country like no one else could have. He had a really good opportunity to do that, and it still does right now, but I think it's being squandered, frankly.